So once Rihanna got discovered by Evan Rogers, Evan Rogers then moved a underage Rihanna to the States to live with him and his wife, I believe. He then helped shop her demo, and he sent her demo to Jay-Z. So once Jay-Z heard from Evan Rogers the things about Rihanna, he said, send her in. And Evan Rogers guaranteed Jay-Z that he would sign Rihanna, and he did. So the whole notion about how they try to make Beyonce, give Beyonce some of Rihanna's shine, we'll get into that also later. Those two, the backstory behind Rihanna and Beyonce. They tried to give, for the people that try to give Beyonce shine and say, oh, she was responsible for, signing Rihanna and all this success that Rihanna has. See, what happened was L.A. Reid made a comment that said that, oh, Beyonce liked Rihanna. And then everyone spend it. Everyone spend it. Oh, Beyonce is responsible for Rihanna's success, which is BS. Jay-Z was already going to sign Rihanna. Jay-Z was already going to sign Rihanna. That showcase, Jay-Z was going to sign Rihanna anyway. And the truth behind Beyonce telling Jay-Z why, I'm telling L.A. Reid, I like her better than Tierra Marie, is because at that time, Beyonce considered Tierra Marie a threat. Tierra Marie was a better singer than Rihanna. At the time, people thought she was better looking than Rihanna. And I believe that Beyonce just did not want Jay around Tierra Marie. So she figured the less threatening person was Rihanna. That's what I heard. And knowing Beyonce's feeling and about Jay-Z and the women that he's been around, that's why I feel as though she said, hey, sign this girl. Because at that time, she did not consider Rihanna all that talented. I've heard that several times. She's always said, allegedly, she'll never do a song with Rihanna. When in 2019, has she done a song with Rihanna? No. The biggest artist on your husband's label, the artist who kept the lights on for a lot of years in that building, Beyonce's never done a song with her? So don't believe that narrative about Beyonce was responsible. She may have been responsible for Rihanna's career because she convinced L.A. Reid Jay-Z signed Rihanna, not L.A. Reid. And once he signed her and initiated her into the industry, what comes with those initiations, Heaven? You know what comes with those initiations. If she's initiated in, you know exactly what comes with those initiations. Sexual situations. You know, I was in the business 21 years, but I'll still say allegedly for all the butthurt people. But you can go ask anyone else in the industry. Go ask Master P. Go ask all these people who talked about the industry on camera what goes down. So I could tell you from being in it what goes down. Jay-Z initiated Rihanna into the business. First it was Evan Rogers. Once she got into the business, Jay-Z. Matter of fact, Jay-Z and L.A. Reid, because L.A. Reid was obsessed with Rihanna. After Thierry Marie fell through, all right, after Thierry Marie fell through and you know, L.A. Reid had his fun with her, she fell through. Then when Rihanna started coming into her own, right around the time she started dating Chris Brown, that's when L.A. Reid was like, wow, this woman here. And him and Jay had got into an altercation, not a physical altercation, but Jay was basically telling him to back off. Back off Rihanna. Need to back off. That's all me. That's Hove. That's all Hove. It's your boy. You got to step back. L.A., come on. Stop this. You know that's me. So, the early rumors about Rihanna and Jay-Z were absolutely true. Early. For the first few years of her career. They were absolutely true. I don't care about a publicist. That publicist that came out and said that, he was forced to say that. Oh, it was, I started the rumor to get Rihanna publicity. That's horseshit. It was true. Jay-Z, you can see, was highly emotional about Rihanna. With that whole Chris Brown situation, he didn't like when Rihanna first started dating Chris. And then after that incident, he pretty much had Chris Brown blackballed for 5 years in that industry. Damn near 5 years he had Chris blackballed. And forbidden Rihanna to see him. But then when Rihanna went against what he said, and was sneaking around with Chris again, Diddy helped her by letting them hook up in their place, and Jay-Z came at Diddy sideways for that. For helping Rihanna hook back up with Chris Brown when he knew Jay didn't want that. Jay-Z was fully blackballing Chris Brown. Telling people like BET and MTV Awards, if this dude shows up and performs, me and Beyonce are not going to come. He would use the Beyonce angle the most. Beyonce's not showing up. They were smashing early, and then briefly, right after she broke up with Chris, for a little period of time, her and Jay was messing around. That's when Beyonce developed this animosity and envy towards Rihanna. And she's always had it. So all that little stuff with Rihanna rubbing her belly and stuff like that, all that was set up by Jay-Z because the public started noticing, why aren't they ever partying together? Why don't they ever even be at the same parties? Never take pictures. Every time they take pictures together, it seemed forced. That's because Jay would say, go over and take pictures. Their publicists would get together and say, oh, it would look good. Everybody is noticing that you two don't get along. This is the real stuff, ladies and gentlemen. This is real stuff. This is not no fan for anybody, their fave. They want to, oh, they're cool. They're not cool. So stop it. They've never been cool. Just like how they all wanted to convince, no, Cardi and Nicki, they're cool. No, they're not. Rihanna and Beyonce are not cool. And they never will be because Rihanna, allegedly, was sleeping with her husband. And Jay-Z always looked more happier around Rihanna than he did Beyonce. So when everyone started noticing and the pettiness was going back and forth, the Ring the Alarm and the Bow Down song that she made really directed at Rihanna. Because then when Rihanna Navy started tweeting out, bow down for what? And bow down to who? Rihanna liked that comment and retweeted it. And then noticed that she had retweeted and people picked up on it. So then she untweeted it. Like she erased the repeat or whatever you call it. So those two have never liked each other. Never. So let's just get that out there. Yes, Rihanna was sleeping, allegedly, with Jay-Z. I don't want to hear no more about it. It was true. Is she now? No. She hasn't been in years. Her and Jay don't even have a great relationship at this moment. But that went down. We're coming back. We'll see you on the next one.